Today we are going to continue with lesson 11. Here we have the grammar revision for the unit. As usual, here we are going to look at the objectives of our lesson to practice, future progressive tense in sentences, apply future perfect tense in sentences, state the suitable time expressions for the future. And also we are going to differentiate between the use of used to and be used to. Use was, were, going to for a future in the past. So these are the objectives of our lesson. Look at your books on page 92. Now here we have the future progressive and the future perfect. Look at the examples. Look at the examples. Who can read? Who can read the examples?
Can I read?
Yes, read.
In 2 years, I will study engineering.
Good. The second.
In 3 years, I will be studying engineering.
The third.
In 6 years, I will have studied engineering.
Good. In 2 years, I will study engineering. You realize here we use will plus the verb, let us say, without the base form. I will study engineering. In 3 years, I will be studying. Here we have, you realize we have what? Progressive, but in the future. I will have studied engineering. Here we use the present, future perfect. Have studied with will. Will have studied. It means that I will be finished, the engineering in 6 years. Look here. Now, it is, 2021. In 2 years, I will study engineering. After 2 years, I will start studying engineering. 3 years from now, I will be studying here, talking about, progressive, that I'm studying after, I will be studying after 3 years. By 2027, I will I will have studied engineering, and I will be I will have, let us say, graduated. Now, if you want to use the future progressive, it consists like, will be plus verb ing form. 3 years from now, I will be studying, doing something. I will be studying engineering. We use future progressive for continuous actions in a certain time in the future. Future progressive used for continuous actions will be studying in a certain time after 3 years here. Where? In the future. Look here, we are in 2021. In the future, I will be doing something. I will be studying. Here we have what? Progressive. But the progressive is in the future. The form is what? Will be plus, verb ing form. In an hour, we will be flying to Mecca. It means after 1 hour, we will be on the plane. Will we be flying to Mecca soon? Yes, you will. We will. No, we will not. The time expressions which we use with the future progressive into months, in a year, a week from today, at this time tomorrow, this time tomorrow. These expressions are used with the future progressive. Next weekend, for example, what will you be doing? I will be taking what? Exams. Next weekend or next week, I will be taking exams. Now move to the next structure, which is a future perfect. By 2027, I will have studied engineering. You know, before 20. By here means before. By means before. Before 2027, I will have studied, I will, have, completed engineering. Look at the example. Who can read about it? Who can read? Future perfect used. Ahmed Azam, read the explanation.
Okay. Used to express the idea that an action will be completed in the future before or by a specific time in the future.
Good. Future perfect used to express the idea that an action will be completed. It means here I will be what? I will, I will be graduated, before, 2027. The action will be completed in the future before a specific time. Here the specific time. Look at here. Now we are in 2021. Before this is what? This is 2027. Before 2027, I will what? Finished studying. I will have, studied and, graduated from engineering section. Okay. So this is about the future perfect. Consists of what? Will have plus verb 3. I will have finished this book by 6 p.m. tonight. Will I have finished writing this book? Yes, you will. No, you will not. The time expressions that we use by is used, with the future perfect. Now let's move to the next point. Okay, this time tomorrow, they from London. What do you think? Which one is the correct? Hamad Taysir, are you here?
Yes, teacher.
This time tomorrow, they, here we have, will be traveling, have traveled, will have traveled.
Third one.
Here will be traveling. This time, this is what do we mean by, خلينا نقول future progressive. Read it with number 1. This time tomorrow.
This time tomorrow they will be traveling from London.
Good. This time tomorrow they will be traveling from London. This time tomorrow. يعني غدا في مثل هذا الوقت هم بيكونوا ايش؟ Doing something, traveling from London. Good. Number 2, can do it. Yes, Uday.
Yes, teacher. By this time next year, I will be graduated.
By this time next year, I will have graduated. Yes, I will have graduated. By this time next year. By this time. في مثل هذا الوقت السنة القادمة بكون قد تخرجت. Okay. I will have graduated. I will have finished my studying. أكون قد تخرجت. This is what do you mean by, present, let us say the future perfect. They express the idea that an action will be what? Completed in the future before another action or before another specific time. Good. Now what do you think? Who can try? Who can try?
Can I?
Yes.
At this time tomorrow, I won't be playing golf. I have to
Good.
study
At
English.
this time tomorrow, I will not be playing. I will not be playing because, you know, I have to study. Good. Yes. Good. Huh? By 8 p.m., she will have cooked, has cooked, have cooking. What do you think?
Can I answer?
Yes, Ahmed.
By 8 p.m., she will have cooked dinner.
Good. She will have cooked. By 8 p.m., she will have cooked dinner. Okay, now here we are going to talk about used to, be used to. Who can read the examples? Abdullah Amin. Read the examples, please. Number 1 and number 2.
I used to read paper books. I'm used to reading ebook.
Good. I used to read paper books. I am used to reading ebook. Now, look at the difference between them. 5 years ago, I used to read paper books, but now I enjoy something else. It means I don't, you know, read paper books nowadays. It means in the past I used to, but now I don't. Nowadays, look at, you know, this sentence. I am used to reading a book. In the past, I never used to do that, but nowadays I am used to reading ebook. This is my habit now, to read e-books. But in the past, I, you know, didn't use to read ebook. Now I am used to reading. Look at the form. Used to, repeated habitually, action in the past, but no longer happens now. A past situation which is no longer true. Look here, look at the timeline. Here we have now, in the past, doing something a lot, like a habit in the past, but now, no. Used to, we use what? Verb without any endings, base form. One minute, please. Yes. Look at the example. Ali used to be an honest person. Used to be in the past. Now, if you want to make negative, we can say what? Ali didn't used to be. Ali didn't used to cheat on school tests. He never used to copy others' work. If you want to make a question, we can ask with did. Did Ali used to? This is about used to. Repeated habitually, actions in the past, but no longer happens now. But, you know, be used to refers to something which is happening now, to talk about something that has become familiar now, or habitual what actions. Not new, not, you know, strange. Look here. This is, you know, the past. This is what the present. Doing, you know, my what? Habits nowadays. Be used to plus verb ing form. Sarah is used to shopping in expensive stores. So sorry. Sarah is used to shopping in expensive stores. Sarah isn't used to shopping in cheap stores. Okay, now look. Who can do it?
Teacher, can you answer?
Yes. Okay.
I didn't
used to.
used to like it.
Good. I didn't used to like. Good. I didn't used to like it, but you know, I do now. Can try.
Can I, teacher?
Yes, today.
I'm not used to get up early.
Good. I am not used to. I'm not used to.
Getting
Yeah,
up early.
be used to getting. Good. I'm not used to getting. Good. Yes. Who can try?
Okay, answer.
Yes, Sharif.
Ali used to work hard when he was 8 years. Used.
Yes. When he, yes, Ali used to. Good. Who can try? And al-hasa. So the humid weather doesn't bother me. What do you think? Who can try? Yes, Shabab.
أستاذ رافع إيدي.
Oh, sorry. عبد الرحمن رعد, يلا.
I used to live in الأحسن.
I used to live good. I'm used what? To living. Yes, sorry. I'm used because look here. So the humid weather doesn't bother me, so I am used to living. He talks about what? Now. I'm used to living in Al-Hasan. So the humid weather doesn't bother me. Talking about what? Nowadays. Now here we have the future and the past. Look here. Who can read this sentence?
And I,
Yes.
Ali is going to watch the TV show tonight.
So Daddy is going to watch the TV show tonight. Past, present, future. Is it past? Is it, present or future? It is what? Refers to future. And is going to watch. Okay. Can you change into future in the past? For yes. Ali was going to watch. When we say was going to watch the TV show that night, it means that he, was supposed to, but he didn't. It means he didn't. Now, did Ali watch, the TV show? Did he watch the TV show according to the sentence? According to this sentence. When you say Ali was going to watch the TV show, did he watch the TV show? What do you think? No. No, he didn't watch the TV show. He was supposed to, but something happened with him, so he couldn't watch the TV. When we talk about, future in the past, we use was, were, going to. To talk about, it means, future in the past here, was or were, going to. To talk about a prediction for the future made in the past or a past plan. I'm going to do something, but for, some reasons I couldn't. That was not carried out, not happened. The form is what? Was, were, going to, plus, the base form. Last night, Ali was going to watch the TV. He remembered that he had to send his math homework to his teacher, so he decided to study, then send it. The second, when they saw the old man fall, Badr and Umar weren't going to stop. They were going to keep running to catch their flight. Badr realized that this was wrong, and he stopped and helped him. Okay. Yes, can do it.
Can I answer?
Yes. But
You were going to show me the photos, but we were interrupted.
you were going to show. Good. There was no, because you doesn't take
Yes,
to showing no. So it will be
were.
you were going to show me the photos, but we were in. Good. Yes. We can try. Muhammad Taysir, are you here? Muhammad Taysir. Rahman Saadi. He was going to buy.
Yes, teacher.
He bought. He was going to buy. He was going to. Which one is correct? A new car. He decided to invest his money instead. I think this is what?
He was going to buy.
Yeah, yes, read it, Muhammad.
Okay. Me?
Abdurrahman, sorry. He was going to buy.
Going to buy a new car, however, he decided to invest his money instead.
Good. Yes, who can do it? Abdullah Amin.
Teacher, can I answer?
Yes. يلا يا يوسف. يوسف.
I saw. أيوة أستاذ معك. I saw he had a gun, but I didn't think he was going to shoot.
Good. I saw he had a gun, but I didn't think he was, going to shoot. Good. Good. What about the next? You can try.
أنا أستاذ.
Yes. Nidal.
Sorry. I was going to call you today, but I forgot.
Good. I was going to call you, but I forgot. Good, thank you. Okay. Now I think we have to stop here and, please go to your homework. Go to your homework, please.